Hello everybody, Archie here at another episode of Inconsistent Let's Play. So I usually don't doing two videos in one day unless it's weekend, but I was kinda excited for this one. So yeah, Gothic 2. So I wanna say few things before I start actually play, which are important to say. But I wanna do this in the game. So, before I start the new game, I wanna explain really quickly what's happened in the Gothic 1 because I don't wanna play this one because it's really buggy, unfortunately. It's actually a good game, but Gothic 2 is slightly more polished than Gothic 3 and more it's, well, not as good, I think, but so yeah, this is why I play only Gothic 2. In terms of story, in the first Gothic, there was basically war between orcs and king, and there was a need for resources for war, so they decided to build this colony where people basically mining a magical ore. And to make sure nobody escaped, they basically create magical barrier which grown way too more than they expected, and people was trapped inside because it was basically possible for someone go inside but impossible get outside. I as a player basically eventually learn these things happen because of archdemon known as a sleeper, and I of course defeat him, and at this point Gothic 1 basically end. And here is where Gothic 2 start. Immediately after defeating a sleeper. There was a few characters which are linked to previous game, but it's not necessary, like no all details, I explain them when I think it's necessary. But yeah, that's just for start. And there's actually one thing during the intro, there's visible number which showing my frame rate. I don't know why, so sorry about that. I don't know how I can disable it. But yeah, so let's do an intro and initial dialogue, and then we can do actual play. So let's do this.
A single prisoner altered the fate of hundreds, but he paid a high price for it. He defeated the sleeper, destroyed the barrier, but while all the other prisoners escaped, he remained behind in the rubble. It was I who dispatched him against the sleeper. Now it is I who brings him back from there. He is weak and has forgotten much, but he is alive. He's back.
There you are again. I never thought the two of us would meet again.
I feel like I spent 3 weeks lying under a load of rocks.
Well, so you did. Only the magic within your armor kept you alive. I had feared I might not be able to rescue you from the debris of the temple, but enough of that. You're here now. There's a new threat that we have to deal with.
And here's go another part of the intro.
After the fall of the barrier and the banishment of the sleeper, Beliar's wrath has grown even greater. A mighty artifact, so it is written in the old scriptures, will be brought back to this world when the god of darkness sends his henchmen out to search. This search has long since begun. Beliar's henchmen are desecrating the oldest shrines of the gods. The guardians of these holy places have awakened, and their wrath makes the earth tremble. Every powerful magician on this island can sense this wrath. And some of them have certainly begun to face the threat. You must become their ally. That's the only way to stop Beliar.
Okay, now there will be a lot of dialogue, which is however important for story, so let's go through this because it takes some time. And then I explain a few things and then we can start to play. So let's do this.
At least we have enough time now. I did it. The sleeper
Has been banned. You vanquished him, so much is true. But it's not within our power to stop the war that ensues now. With his final furious scream, the sleeper has set into movement the armies of darkness. It was an order to all evil creatures, a word of power that they were all bound to obey. His last order was, "Come!" And they came, all of them, even the dragons.
Dragons?
They are creatures of an ancient power. I can sense their presence, even here. And they have gathered an entire army of lowly servant creatures around them.
Where's this army now?
The army is camped not far from here, in the Valley of Mines near Corinus, and they're getting ready to attack. We do not have much time left.
Okay, let's ask more questions.
What can we do?
This time we cannot handle it by ourselves. Only the power of Innos will help us against these dragons. A group of paladins is stationed in the city of Corinus, not far from here. They possess a powerful artifact which could help us to defeat the dragons. They call it the Eye of Innos. You need to get hold of this artifact. Tell the paladins about the threat. You must convince their leader to support us. And once you have talked to him, you need to find the artifact of Beliar. It is the counterpiece to the Eye of Innos. It must not fall into the hands of evil.
Yeah, which is strange because that does actually work for Beliar pretty much. Well, kinda. It's a little more difficult, so... yeah, let's ask other questions.
What exactly is the Eye of Innos?
It's an amulet. Legend has it that Innos himself was poured part of his power into this amulet. It will restore some of your lost strength and help us defeat the dragons. It also has some other hidden powers. I shall tell you more about that once the amulet is yours.
Yeah, but primary is used for giving me bonus for defense, which is actually a pretty big deal in this game, so that is good.
Why would the paladins give me the Eye of Innos?
Because you are the one who is destined to wear it.
How can you claim to know that?
There are a number of reasons. The most important being, you have defeated the sleeper. If you weren't a favorite of the gods, you'd be dead by now.
Let's assume you're right and I'm destined to bear the Eye of Innos. How would the paladins know that's true?
The eye itself chooses the one who may wear it. Once you get hold of it and put it on, the paladins cannot doubt your words any longer.
How can I get to the city?
Just follow the path from here through the mountains. The city is large. You cannot miss it, but watch out. The path to town is not without dangers, and you aren't nearly as strong as you once were.
I need weapons.
I can only give you whatever little I have here. Look around in my tower. Anything that looks useful to you, you can have.
I'll be on my way as fast as I can.
Good. And one more thing. Don't tell anyone that you've talked to me. Above all, don't tell any magician. Since I have gone into exile, the Circle of Fire has taken me for dead, and that's a good thing.
Okay, so that is for introduction, but this is not a safe where I wanna start. I wanna start here. Start. That's really convenient name for a save file, isn't it? So yeah, here I basically already searched entire Zardoz Tower. There was nothing important to record. But before I start actually playing, there is one important thing which I want to talk here, and that's this thing. Can you see on my stats learning points? 10,000 points of learning points. That's a lot. And how I get that many learning points? Well, I cheated. And if you want to ask why, there is actually several reasons, which I want to explain. First, as you may remember from intro, Zardoz basically said he is weak and he forget a lot, which is just really silly, really ridiculous excuse to take away all levels and skills and equipment for me, because there is no option like import character from Gothic 1 into Gothic 2, and I think that's kind of dumb. So this is the first reason why I do this, kind of take myself back in the shape fast as possible, because I really don't buy it. Like, that's really stupid excuse. Second reason is Gothic 2 is or was, before expansion was released, Night of the Roman, which is here as well, really easy game, maybe too easy, and after they release expansion then make game much more harder, and I think they kinda overdid. They make it a little too difficult. And don't think like I'm not able like finish the game without cheating, because I actually did that long before. But this time that was with when I play with Paladin. This time when I wanna play with Mage, and they nerfed Mage, or more specifically, they completely butchered him. Like, spells cast more mana, and they have lesser effect, and I don't like that. It is, in my opinion, it's pretty much impossible to finish play game like as a mage. If you play legitimately, it will really be a really slow and extremely painful process, which don't give you like chance enjoy the mage class at its full potential. So this is another reason why I cheated. And third reason is because this is, shut up, I'm recording. Because this is of course RPG, and as the RPGs are long as they are, then I wanna basically speed up the process. So this is the reason why I cheat myself some extra learning points, and that's helped me like make this thing a little more like move. If you think this is not legit and you don't want to watch it, feel free and leave. I don't force anyone. I do this for purpose, because like I say, A, make game easier, because right now Mage is pretty much impossible to play normally. Second, make more realistic transition between first and second Gothic, because believe me, when I was like at the end of the Gothic 1, my strength, dexterity, mana was over like strength and dexterity I used to have like over 100, and mana I have like 200, probably more, I don't remember exactly, but yeah. So like laying a few days under a rock make you out of the shape, but don't make you like forget everything. That's ridiculous. So this is why I did this. So we have this cheaty start here, and like I said, if you think I'm not legit and this is not legitimate, then feel free and leave. That's actually, yeah, one thing. Game is for some reason really dark. I increased brightness and contrast like much as I can, but it still looks a little dark. So sorry about that. But yeah, so this is how this gameplay be. I don't know if I be able to do whole game. I hopefully be able. I maybe switch this eventually between this and Half-Life 2. I'm not decided completely yet. But yes, Gothic 2 is great game. Like I said, Gothic 1 is also a good game, but it's a little buggy and also not as polished. And Gothic 3 is best looking game in the series, but it is incredibly boring. So yeah, so much for explanation. That was I spent like 15 minutes, more than 15 actually, just talking and doing introduction. But I'm done right now, so let's save the game. And let's get started. So do I have some weapon? I have dagger. Well, that's good. That is actually, I don't know if, I believe I forget there was, I think, a stick which actually I think was slightly better weapon. So let me check here if this is true. I think this is one thing which I actually forget. Yes, it is weird, like stick is actually better weapon, but for some reason it is. Okay, let's move and do some adventuring. Because adventuring is a meat of all RPGs. Oh yes. Oh man, I missed this game so much. It's been a while since when I played this. And yes, by the way, one thing about the cheapy card, I actually wanna say another thing. Don't think only because I have so many learning points, it's make a game super easy, because it is still hard game and I can like still be killed really easily actually. There's a bunch of things to collect. Wait a minute, what the hell? Huh? Something is... Something is not right here. I cannot like turn. Why I cannot turn? Something is not right here. Let's see. Oh, now I can. Wow, that's strange. Huh. And we have goblins. These guys are actually pretty nasty. Nice. And if I'm correct, I believe somewhere nearby that waterfall was somewhere here is bow or crossbow and a few arrows. I think. And actually a few scrolls. Well, that's a good thing. Yes, that is the bow, definitely. I definitely wanna collect all stuff here. Nice, nice. Let's move on. Did I? Oh yes, I actually don't search his body. So let's go here. And it's actually, if you play this like for your first time, you can easily actually miss this cave. Which is bad because there is actually one important person here to find. Nice. Strength. Okay, I can take this. Base. There's some meat here. I wanna eat everything. There will be a frequent save because that can be my last, especially like right now when I'm starting. You know what? You know what? I return here later when I get a better start. I mean, I can go there right now, but I think I leave this for next episode. This actually it's not necessary doing right now. And we have a wolf. Come on, bro. Anything here? I remember. I guess this game is actually full of hidden places.
One less monster around.
Yeah, that's actually
Nothing to plunder. Nothing there.
many people from first game are people which I met in a prisoner colony, so they may recognize me. And if this person is somebody important, then I tell what I remember about them. My memory can be a little rusty. I believe this guy I met, and I believe I buy arrow from him, I think. And I think he actually may mention this. Oh, let's talk him.
Trouble? Damn. I don't know where they're all hiding. You kill one, and shortly afterwards they're all back again. Wait a moment. I know you. You're the fellow who was constantly begging arrows from me in the Valley of Mines.
What do you mean begging? I pay for them, damn it.
Your name is Cavalorn, right?
Ah, I see you haven't forgotten me after all we went through in the cursed colony. Where are you heading?
To the city.
Well, well. To the city, eh? You may run into problems with the guards. They aren't letting just anyone in anymore, since the area here is swarming with bandits. In the past few days, one of those former psionics from the Valley of Mines came by here. He said he constantly goes in and out of Corinus. He went into the valley below the big tower. There must be a way in there somewhere near the waterfall. Maybe you should talk to the fellow.
Yes, that was where I wanna go first, but first I need a few things. So let us continue with our discussion here.
Interesting armor you're wearing. Don't you belong to the Shadows anymore?
Shadows? They haven't existed since the fall of the barrier. The moment we could finally leave the Valley of Mines, there was no reason for me to stick with them. Now I work for the Water Mages. I belong to the Ring of Water.
What are you doing here?
I'm sitting tight. If it hadn't been for these damn bandits, I wouldn't be here.
Tell me more about the Ring of Water.
I'm not really allowed to talk about it. All I can do is send you to Vatras. He is the representative of the Water Mages in Corinus. The best thing would be to talk to him. Tell him you've come from me. Maybe he'll take you on as one of us. We urgently need more good people.
Oh yes, I definitely wanna talk to him. He is actually one of the person which can increase my mana. And I need that, because I will play as a mage. Hell yeah.
Weren't you and your people enemies of the Water Mages back then?
Those crazy old days are over. There isn't any more new camp or old camp. Now that the penal colony no longer exists, everyone is on his own. Most of us former prisoners are still being hunted. The Water Mages were able to get my sentence commuted, and now I can move about freely.
What are the Water Mages doing now?
They're up to something big. It has to do with an unknown region of the island.
An unknown region? Where is it supposed to be?
I can't tell you more. Talk to Vatras in Corinus.
What was that about bandits?
Have you slept through the last few weeks?
Huh?
I'm talking about all the riffraff from the penal colony that are making themselves at home here in the area, plundering and murdering for all they're worth. I guess I'm lucky they didn't kill me. I let down my guard for one moment, and they clubbed me from behind. No idea how I'll get all my stuff back now.
You were robbed by the bandits?
Yes, they beat me down and tossed me to the goblins for lunch. It was damned important stuff. A letter and all my money. I absolutely have to get it back. But without someone to watch my back, I'm not going back there. That cowardly rabble.
Can I help you with the bandits?
Maybe. But as scrawny as you look, you surely haven't held a proper sword in your hand for weeks. Well, I don't have any choice but to take your offer. My time is running out. So, pay attention. Down this path here, you'll find one of those filthy holes in the ground that bandits like to hide in. The fellows there are the same ones who stole my stuff. Let me know when you're ready, and we'll nab the rabble.
I need better equipment.
Those swine haven't left me much. I can give you a wolf knife. Will that do for now?
You call that a knife? But what about healing?
I still have 2 healing potions here. Interested?
Sure, give 'em here.
He actually helped me a lot, so let's end this conversation for now. And here we have Wolf Knight, which is actually surprisingly good weapons, actually. Well, much better than this thing, definitely. Yes, let's get a bow as well. I have only 7 arrows, but let's save the game and let's get those bunnies. With his help, it's actually not as difficult.
Let's mix it up with those guys.
Sure thing. Just keep my back clear, okay? Now they're in for a nasty surprise.
Indeed.
You're in for it now.
Oh, damn it.
You deserve that, lowlife. You poor sucker. You don't even have any gold on you. I think I'd better take this weapon.
We're doing well for now.
shouldn't have come here.
You deserve that, lowlife.
Good thing is everything what he kill, I get experience as well.
You poor sucker. You don't even have any gold on you.
I think I'd better take this. So, that's done. Ha! They shouldn't have messed with me. Then I can finally fulfill my mission. I've lost too much time already.
What sort of mission?
Yeah. First I have to get into the city, and then later... I don't know how I'm going to get all that done in time.
What about me?
Why not? You could take the letter into the city. Then I'll have a bit more time to take care of my equipment. One of the bandits must have the letter in his pocket. Take it to Vatras, the water mage in the city. You'll find him in the Temple of Adenos. He preaches there all day. Tell him that I wasn't able to get it done. And if he asks where I am, just tell him I'm already on my way to the meeting point. Okay? Oh yeah, one more thing. First buy some decent clothes from the farmers. Otherwise, you may be taken for a bandit. Here's a couple of coins.
Can you teach me something?
Sure. You know that. Man, they really took a lot out of you. You can't remember anything at all, can you?
I want to learn your abilities.
Sure. What do you want to know?
I wanna know everything. Okay, let's improve my one-handed weapons. Much as I can.
You are demanding more than I can teach you.
Well, that's good. Bow or crossbow? I don't know.
With soft souls, you have a better chance of getting close to your opponents without them noticing.
Bow or crossbow? I don't know.
That's better. You've forgotten a lot since then, but we'll get it back.
Okay, that wasn't too much. So, wait, damn it. Okay, yeah, I know. This is giving me bonus on a skill. This is why I didn't learn everything.
Wait a minute. I want to learn your abilities.
Sure. What do you want to know?
I can't teach you anymore.
That's...
Okay, I think I stick with the short range weapons for now, because later I learn the spell. That's a good thing. Let's get all these black mushrooms, because they actually can increase my mana. Wait a minute, what's this? Hey, a new weapon. 40 damage. I don't have dexterity for that. Damn it! Well, I can raise my dexterity later. Some gold, some arrows, great. Apparently I have infinite inventory. That is the good news. Let's sleep in the morning. And let's check the rest of this place. I don't think there is much stuff here. At least I don't think so. Okay, here's mushroom. Okay, I can take this definitely. Mushrooms are important.
Nothing there.
And here's the rest of the axe. Okay. it's too much heavy for now. I can learn, like, it's cost me just a few points, but it's not a big deal. And I think I have all his leather. Wait a minute, did I forget something? Hey, that's me. Wait a minute, I think I forget something here.
Nothing to plunder.
Don't have anything. I believe there's supposed to be something, a leather or some item important. I don't remember. Wait, what? There's nothing here anymore. Wait a minute. Do I have? Oh, it looks like I did finish the quest. Okay. So, I think that's everything for now. What I wanna do here is explore this place just a little bit and find if I can find anything useful. So do a little bit of grinding. There is not too much need for grinding too much, nothing extreme. But a little bit, just to find some good equipment. I wanna explore this place. I'm sure there's some items which I forget. But yeah, I think I'm done for now. And yeah, we will continue next time. I don't know when exactly. But for today, I'm done. And as always, thanks for your time, and I will see you later.